So this is what I've already got for the back of the Surf here. And originally, this was in the back of the Jeep. For the Northland trip, it actually just was strapped on top of the spare tire that was just sitting loosely in the back seat, and this acted as a platform for me to store my gear on. Since then, I've then added the bottom half to it, and now we're going to adapt it even more and actually carpet it. I've started on one half, ran out of carpet, so we'll do the other half today and alter things a little bit better for what I need. To get back into the carpeting of this, I'm going to have to take the top section off. Luckily, I haven't actually glued anything together. It's all been temporary, I guess, at this stage. So start by unscrewing everything, remove the lid, and start carpeting. The lid's free, so out she comes. Now this thing has not been planned or anything. I've literally made this up as I go, considering it was the old Jeep one. For you guys, it is better to think through the process about how you're going to work things. Mine's kind of build it up as it goes, but I reckon it should come along quite nicely by the end of this. Now this is a series that's kind of being done on the cheap a little bit, particularly in this part. So what I'm carpeting with is literally just garage carpet. You can pick this up from Mighty 10 for about 40 bucks for the roll, and that would have done pretty much most of this. However, I started with half a roll. The way of putting it on is good old spray adhesive. Again, this stuff you pick up from Mighty 10 or Repco and spray it on, Bob's your uncle. Easy stuff. Let's kick into it. Now that we've finished carpeting the bottom here, we're now going to carpet the top. So I've bolted it back into place to make it nice and easy here, so it's all relatively sturdy. All we need to do now is just lay the carpet over top, basically mark out an outline, add 2 to 4 centimeters around the top of it so it can wrap around the edges, and carpet it. Bam! That one's done now. We'll now run a line with our blade all the way around where I originally carved on the edge here, and 2 centimeters out so we can fold it and tuck it quite happily, quite easily. Just make sure you run the blade lightly along the carpet here. If you dig too deep, you just cut straight through it. All you want to do is just score the edge just so it can actually open up a little bit. So when I fold it now, you can see it opens up a little. That is going to make it a little bit easier folding it in the other direction. So now we're going to start at one end. We'll move our way through, glue one section, glue this section, flatten that down, fold all this back, do another section, and then the last section. Make sure everything's sort of flat, stuck, and good before we move on to the next one. Wicked. Now when gluing, I want the edges to be stuck down heavily, so I'm going to focus on the outer edges and then just fill the gaps really. This is to make sure that the edges don't start peeling off, because if the edge peels off, then the whole thing's going to go. If the center starts peeling off, it's no biggie. We just put heavy stuff on top of it, should be right. And now our carpet. Again, edges focusing. And any lines we've scorn, we want to focus as well. They need to be stuck down hard. Because it's a porous surface, we need to go over again. And give it a couple minutes to sit dry. So I've just gone through, done that first section. As I say, we're going to do section, section, section. Done that first section. Don't be afraid to sort of make quick adjustments as you go and everything. You know, it wasn't quite perfect, but again, it's going to be having a hard time in the back of the truck. So at the moment, she does nicely, she fits nicely. Now we just need to glue down these other 2 sections and keep everything nice and flat and flush and tuck everything under. She's going to look mint. now we can start to try and line everything up and get it sitting down. Move my beer. Once she starts to get tacky, she'll stick real fast, so try and get everything as perfectly centered and flat as you can on the first try. There we are. Second, third done. Now the last bit to go through. Not bad. Well, we've pretty much finished most of it here. Ran out of glue on the far side, so we'll have to come back and do that later. But now, how are we going to secure this to the bottom of the truck without actually having to drill into anything? Now, I saw somewhere else a brilliant idea of using a hook and eye. Now, this is a brilliant way to tie your drawers down to a pre-existing tie-down points without having to drill any new holes. That, teamed with an eye strap, means that we can just bolt that on the side, hook that through the bottom one, screw it into the top one, and bam, she's tied down tight. Last little tighten there. And there we go. We've got it nice and sturdy in against all the corners. Now we can fit our drawers. Now, as I say, this was the old system that I had lying around in the Jeep. So the Jeep is designed based on this tub here, which we'll replace actually with a proper drawer system. We'll go through and build a drawer that actually runs the whole length of this, which can be all our kitchenware and dry foods. And another one on this side, which can probably be our recovery gear. Easy stuff. Quite happy with it really, for not costing a lot at all. Well guys, it's getting a bit later in the day now, but we've got our drawer system in, our organizer system in there. It's looking pretty tidy at the moment, and a few more things to alter with, but actually overall I'm pretty happy with it. Tie down, she's not going anywhere, nice and sturdy. So if you really like this kind of content, guys, and you want to see this truck be built up, then hit that like button to let me know that I should keep doing this. Let me know that you're enjoying the Overland build series by commenting down below with some tips and tricks for everyone else viewing, or something I've completely overthought of. Remember though, we've still got lights to go through, dual battery systems, the whole shebang of kitting this truck out, ready for those Overland excursions. So hit that subscribe button for all that content coming up, plus all the standard trip videos that drop at the start of the month, where we take this thing and get it dirty and muddy throughout New Zealand. Awesome guys, thanks very much for watching though. We'll catch you next time. Lots of adventures.